CBS News Miami.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Najahe Sherman, and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Let's take a look at today's top stories. City of Miami taxpayers will not pay the legal fees for the trial against Commissioner Joe Carollo. There is an insurance to cover attorneys' expenses. That's what city officials are saying today. All this while Commissioner Joe Carollo was at Commission chambers for the first time. CBS News Miami's Yvonne Taylor talked to him. What's he saying?
Lots of anticipation here at Miami City Hall. First appearance of Commissioner Joe Carollo since he was ordered to pay $63 million in damages to businessman Bill Fuller, owner of Ball and Chain, and developer Martin Pinilla. We sat with Commissioner Carollo to ask him questions about the trial. How much has been paid for legal fees? About the $63 million. The city announced there is an insurance to cover legal expenses of elected officials. And after that, we will hear from some residents about Carollo being back at his chair.
I'm entitled because of state law. But what I'm pointing out to is that I have earned every bit of the time that I have been here.
Also, I do want to say I think Commissioner Joe Carollo should resign. I think you're a criminal, and shame on you. Thank you.
We respectfully ask that you step down.
Do you intend to resign?
No, because the residents that elected me by 65%, barely over a year ago, expect me to serve my time.
Coming up at 5 p.m. on CBS News Miami, what a commissioner told us about the fact that the city is covering this insurance to pay the legal expenses for Commissioner Joe Carollo. In Coconut Grove, Yvonne Taylor, CBS News, Miami.
Yvonne, thank you. We are tracking a terrifying situation out of Tamarack. Broward Sheriff's deputies responded to a domestic disturbance. It was near the 5900 block of Northwest 57th Court. Investigators tell us a man and a woman were stabbed in the incident. They were both taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Also, a disturbing discovery in El Portal. Chopper 4 over the 8500 block of Northeast 2nd Avenue. A body was found floating in the water. A source tells us the body is of a woman in her 30s or 40s. She was found in a canal. Miami-Dade police will handle the homicide investigation.
Always alerting, always tracking. This is Next Weather.
And taking a live look at downtown Miami, we have seen a few storms this afternoon, but we should get a break by this evening. Next weather meteorologist Cindy Pressler is tracking it all. Hey, Cindy.
Hey, Naja. Yep, we've got some more thunderstorms that are developing yet at this hour. We went through one batch of rain that came through the Fort Lauderdale area, Broward County this afternoon. And now, because we still have these outflow boundaries out there like every single day, more storms develop along those collision zones. So at this point, we have rain falling at Hialeah Gardens down to Doral. Just heard a crack of thunder here at the station. So those storms are making their way to the east about 15 to 20 miles per hour. And you get down here to Miami-Dade, a couple of scattered showers and another line, a strong, solid line of storms now developing just to the north of the Keys here. And this does contain a lot of lightning. This is also making its way to the east at about 15 to 20 miles per hour. So we've already had 1 to 2 inches of rain in spots this afternoon with these storms from Hollywood, Miami Gardens, and just to the north of the Doral area. So that's some pretty heavy rain. That can cause some flooding very quickly. And we had one storm report so far, 40 mile per hour wind gusts this afternoon with those storms around Dania Beach. So that was that 1 point. So we'll look ahead here for this evening, at least according to this model. 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, most of this moves out. We still have a couple of showers around 7 p.m., very southeastern part, but look how these storms begin to develop, redevelop again. Southern Miami-Dade, the upper part of the Keys going to pick up some rain, and then it begins to work its way northward overnight. So we will see some scattered showers and thunderstorms in the early morning hours of Friday. And then again by the afternoon, because we have that southwesterly flow, that is pumping in a lot of moisture. Again, we're going to see some scattered showers and thunderstorms. I don't think the severity will, at least the possibility, will be as high today. Plus that flooding risk a little bit lower. These storms are moving. They're not sitting. They are moving, and certainly that is good news. But by Friday at 4 o'clock, we still have a few storms popping up out here. Same thing around 6 o'clock, and then it begins to wane and dies out. It's a little bit drier conditions heading into the weekend. weekend, too. So certainly that is some good news. But Saturday, 3 o'clock, a few storms popping up. By the afternoon, just a few, not as many, not as widespread. So just a bit drier air coming in, at least for Saturday. So tomorrow, actually, we have a chance to pick up some storms mostly during the day, all day, including the morning hours. But your best chance will be during the afternoon hours. So if you do have some errands to run, something like that, keep that in mind. 1 to 2 inches possible again tomorrow. Keep in mind, again, the storms will be moving from southwest to northeast. That's going to be the direction. More of a zonal flow this weekend. Storms moving from west to east across the area. 60% chance for storms on Friday. We'll drop that to 30% on Saturday. So there's your driest day of the next 7. Sunday it starts climbing, and next week more of a flow that's typical at this time of the year. Here's some good news. Nothing out in the tropics that we are concerned with right now. No development expected over the next week. Forecast keeping it hot. High today 91. Same thing again tomorrow. Temperatures are going to stay hot. Chance for rain just about each and every day. So watch for these storms. They can produce flooding very quickly.
All right, thank you, Cindy. Now let's talk Lionel Messi. The soccer superstar is heading to South Florida. The soccer legend confirmed in an interview that he will sign with Inter Miami. The owner of the club confirmed the news. He tweeted a photo of Messi's jersey. The news sent shockwaves through the sports world, making front page news everywhere.
Because Lionel Messi is the world's biggest athlete. I want to emphasize that to your viewers. He is the world's biggest athlete and will be playing in Miami.
Yes, experts say the deal with Inter Miami is not just about salary, but also part of shirt sales, the possibility of MLS ownership, and percentages of subscriptions to the MLS season pass from Apple TV. When we come back, this week's Miami Proud. Meet a young lady who won a Silver Knight Award, her amazing story, and the obstacles she had to overcome next. Welcome back to CBS News Miami's Quickcast. Only on CBS News Miami. As Florida Governor Ron DeSantis travels around the country for his presidential campaign, CBS News Miami will premiere an hour-long documentary right here on our CBS News Miami stream. It premieres tonight at 7:30 p.m. Here's a preview.
Freedom is here to stay.
Before the first confetti cannon fired, talk turned to 2024 and that inevitable clash with another Floridian.
And that is the rivalry between DeSantis and former President Donald Trump.
Whom is the national leader? Who's the leader of the party for Republicans? Is it Ron DeSantis? Is it Donald Trump? Or is it someone else?
Of course, there was a time DeSantis was comfortable living in the shadow of former President Donald Trump.
Build the wall.
He reads stories.
Then Mr. Trump said, "You're fired." I love that part.
Those days are over. DeSantis is attempting to do something few Republican politicians have ever done successfully: use Trump for their own purposes and then move on without him.
Yeah, well, that's hard to do. It'll be interesting to see how he survives this savagery that will come from Donald Trump and everybody surrounding Donald Trump.
If Donald Trump's support made him governor, then COVID made DeSantis a national figure.
This governor opened everything up, and it's about freedom.
And he wielded that word freedom into a cudgel to pass one of the most conservative agendas in the country.
There's been no governor like him in terms of the way he wields the power of the governor's office.
Wow, looking forward to that. That just looks excellent. You can watch the hour-long documentary right here on the CBS News Miami stream. It premieres tonight at 7:30 p.m. Poet and best-selling author Amanda Gorman sat down with the hosts of CBS Mornings. It's her first TV interview since her latest book was restricted at Miami Lakes School. Take a listen.
I see it less as an issue between parents and schools because when you think about it, every parent has the right to make decisions about what their child can read. I'm fine with some parents not liking my poetry. That's completely in your right. But when we get to the situation where that one person dislike of my work leads to everyone else not having access to that, that is a huge issue, I think, because it encroaches on our freedom to really absorb and love and enjoy literature from where we are.
On Tuesday, Gorman and other authors donated 1,200 books for a banned book giveaway in Coral Gables. And today's Miami Proud, a Silver Knight Award is considered among the most prestigious award to a high school senior. This afternoon, we introduce you to an extraordinary young lady who's had to overcome so many obstacles, but that only inspired her to give back.
As the drums rolled, Ashley Prado and her family made a grand entrance into Ronald Reagan Senior High as a Silver Knight Award winner.
We, once again, for the third time in school history, we have a Silver Knight winner.
Ashley is a graduating senior and one of 30 Miami-Dade and Broward students given the prestigious award from the Miami Herald and El Nuevo Herald.
Ashley's one of those genuine, kind, good-hearted people, just amazing young lady. And, you know, she's always been very appreciative, always thankful, always has a nice word to say to everyone. She deserves this award.
Ashley came to the United States from Venezuela just 2 years ago. She faced many challenges, including confronting a language barrier, adapting to a new culture, and learning in a whole new education system.
And I was petrified. I was so scared about everything, about the whole educational system.
And it was her own experience of feeling lost in a new country that inspired her to create the Immigrant Student Resource Center. Its mission is to help other students who feel the same way she did.
We have here an explanation of the whole American educational system, like the grade level, the type of classes that you can take, etc.
It's something she learned in real time, navigating her new life with help from her teachers, counselors, and classmates.
Professionals are the ones that change the life of the students just by their hard work, their dedication, because their dedication is mind-blowing.
And now this once lost immigrant student has an uplifting message for others.
I will let people know, or to all immigrants or all students, to don't be afraid to speak up. If they have an idea, if they have a project, if they think that there is something that they want to accomplish, they need to go for it.
She is amazing. Love her passion. The Immigrant Student Resource Center is available to anyone. Now it is a website, but her goal is eventually to turn it into an app. For more information on the Resource Center, just go to our website. It is cbsmiami.com. The power of CBS News and the CBS News Miami stream are always at your fingertips. We're on Pluto TV and it's all free. Or find us on your favorite streaming device with the CBS News app, then click CBS News Miami. And that's your Quickcast. I'm Najahe Sherman. Hope you're having a great day. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS News Miami.